Okay. What's up, Master Manos? Thank you so much. Welcome. Welcome into the stream, buddy. Welcome, welcome. How do I refresh this?
My name is
There it is. Yeah, I wasn't able to find that attachment. Okay. From a lamb. Okay. Oh, let me There we go. It loops the full song here. Okay. Stream. Today's gonna be a little short-ish stream. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be talking with you guys about another year on this earth, and then we're gonna be trying out some Mr. Beast cookies. D tried one, and I'm gonna try them myself, see if I like them. I can tell you right now that I have a high standard for cookies. My uncle worked for Nabisco. And Nabisco cookies in my house, the whole entire lifespan of them, I've tasted more versions of Chips Ahoy than you guys probably ever tasted. Especially Chewy Chips Ahoy. Shout out to those people that remember the original Chewy Chips Ahoy that had a different texture and different like flavoring, because Nintendo Nabisco, y'all need to bring that back. Y'all need to bring back original Chili Chips Ahoy recipe. Swear for Lord, it'll sell off the shelves better than the new one. Cause fuck that new one, all right? The preservatives, the gluten, the fucking vitamin C, vitamin D 50,000, the brain inject takeovers that y'all put in the new Chili Chips Ahoy. Take all that shit out and put it back to the old formula. Those things were fucking delicious, man, all right? They were crack. I could eat a whole box of those. These new ones, I could barely eat one, and I feel like, ugh. So, nonetheless, I'm a cookie connoisseur, if you will, even though, you know, my body's like this, right? I was blessed, right? So, I got a couple things I want to talk about when it comes to what I'm planning to do with the future of the stream, and some thoughts on what I've been thinking about making when it comes to making videos and things like that. And y'all know I do this every so often, like once or twice every 3 months or so. I'll talk about the future and what my thought process is on content and things like that. And I think today's a great day to do it since it's the birthday. And tomorrow and Tuesday we'll be back to normal streams, of course. We just did it this weekend because why not? It's the birthday weekend. One of the first times that I'll do something like this. So without further ado, let's begin to talk about that while people gather in and while people gather around. And then once enough people gather around, we'll start watching some videos. And like I said, we'll play a couple games and then we'll head up out. It won't be too long today. Maybe like an hour to an hour or two of a stream. And that'll be it. So what's good, Jeff? Welcome into the stream. How dudes it does it, my man? How you doing? How you doing? So, and that's what the first thing we'll do. We'll try the Mr. Beast cookies once everybody gathers in. That's what we'll do. And I'll grab a cup of milk. Right now I got coffee here, you know what I'm saying? So the first thing I want to talk about is thank you guys for all the support and the love for the channel over all of this time, guys. Like, to think that I've come this far with this many subscribers, this many videos that I've even made on the channel, this many times that I've streamed. Like, streaming has been one of the most things that I felt like, yeah, I'm cool with doing this. Turning on, talking about things and stuff like that, different topics, playing random games, because honestly, when the stream is off, I really don't feel like too much playing games, guys. Video games are a thing that there was a period of where John didn't really play video games for like a couple years. Like, I'd do more research into video topics and figuring out how to make videos and stuff like that, versus playing an actual video game. This was like for like 2 years at least of where I just didn't do any of that stuff of playing video games. And my friends would ask me to sit down and play Smash Brothers, and I play Smash Brothers with them. But I mainly played card games. Like, I'd sit down and play card games for hours, but there's some days where I just didn't even play card games as well. And sure, I was competing in card games and I play on like a weekend or so, such like that. But streams are seriously a time where I just get to sit back, chill, and I feel I look forward to playing the game. And so there's two sides to it of where, yeah, I feel like playing the game and I have a good time, but at the same time, on the other end of the spectrum, it is tiring from how long that I do it. I do it for a big lump sum of content. So I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. It's not that I want to stream less. It's just I want to actually invest the time in finding somebody that can help me with the editorial process. I had a friend of mine that was able to help me for a while, but he got busy. He had to do other things. And so I lost that help. And that's why videos are just relying on me. Not to say that they'll be longer. I kind of like this video idea thing that I've been trying recently. It was like telling a story. Like I told you guys, like I've been telling you guys multiple times over, I really want to like dive in on that. I really don't want to be so topical and post controversial video topics. So that's not what I really care so much about. Maybe I'll do that every now and again, but for the most part, I'll have to have some type of nuanced take for me to really care to post that video or make a video about it. Like I did with scalpers, right? That's a very nuanced take, right? But I really want to make these stories, and it's going to be hopping from game to game, as you guys have seen. It's not going to be honed in specifically on one. Maybe it will be, maybe it won't be. Who knows? You keep your ear to the ground. I hope you guys have been enjoying that style of content, because I'm gonna do that more and more and more. Yeah, so that's something that's gonna happen, but I want to find somebody that I can work together with that, because the big thing is, one of the biggest things is thumbnails. Gotta have thumbnails, right? And I need somebody I can bounce ideas with for title. So thumbnail and title, not even necessarily somebody that knows how to like specifically edit a video, but the thought process that comes behind after I edit a video and making a thumbnail and making a title is a lot. And it like the work that comes in on a video is a lot, guys, because I really care about these things, man. And I could tell that they are successful like in what they do because of the success of the past 3 videos that I've made from it. It's not a lot that I've made, but it's like they are way better than a lot of other things on my channel. So I know they're good, and I want to keep doing them. I want to make them better. And I really appreciate you guys showing the love and support where you can with these things. So thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. Jeff says the streams are some of the most relaxing moments of the week. Hey, I appreciate you, man. They won't turn down. Only thing that may happen is I'll add more because I can see myself handling maybe another day or so. I don't want to promise nothing. But I can see myself maybe adding another day, possibly. But no, the videos will turn up, and first it'll be once every so often, and then maybe I'll give once every date. I'll give a schedule, and then after that, maybe I'll try to turn it up even more and have more of them. But for now, just know that I'm working in the background to try to find somebody that can help me out with this editorial process in order to make it to where I can deliver the quality of right now is where I can deliver that. And then once I'm positive able to deliver that, I want to be able to deliver that on a consistent date. And then once I'm able to deliver that on a consistent date, then we want to improve the quality and make it better and have cooler things in the video. So we'll see. We're gonna hone in on that. If you guys have any advice, if you guys know anything, hey, please, y'all know where the Discord is, shoot it my way. I want to improve the Discord as well. I want to make the Discord better. I haven't really been doing things to think about improving the Discord and other things for like paid content like Patreon and stuff like that. I appreciate all my Patreon supporters, by the way. You guys are still here. You guys are awesome. You guys are still in the Hall of Fame. If you want to become a Patreon, it's down in the comments, or in the description rather. I don't put it in videos like that much. I should put the Hall of Fame still, but I don't put it in videos much. But every stream is here. It's down in the comments if you want to check it out. And I've been thinking about putting a buy me a coffee. You guys know I love coffee. Buy me a coffee down there. So we'll see about that. But I've been thinking about like also adding more. Like right now I'm kind of allotting my time to add more decorations to the channel. You guys know I have the persona of the Gobbo Lord, but I don't have a persona for the Gobbo Lord, and I'm trying to get one for that. So I'm talking with a friend of mine in order to get that art done and work on that. So that'll be updated rather soon. We'll probably have like more of a Gobbo Village inspired page. I don't know if I'll change the name of the channel or anything like that. It'll probably stay Alex and her Smith. However, we will see more Gobbo Lord inspired things on the channel. It'll be here. What's another thing that's coming? More talk show podcasts. I think I want to do those more. It's just that I like those better when they involve other content creators or other people in general that I like on the subjects that have been going on. And I don't know a lot of people with the subjects that have been going on the past few months. They're kind of like bland topics, and I'd be re-inviting the same people over and over again. I kind of want to invite more people, but you know, it was difficult over the past few months to find something of interest, but we're starting it back. I believe tomorrow me and Lox are going to be talking about the Mario movie. So I'll have a show about the Mario movie tomorrow with an intro and things like that. So look forward to that around 7 p.m. EST. I think it'll probably be a little bit earlier, around 6, to help Lox so he can go over to his stream afterwards. And what else have I been thinking about outside of that? Content's been good. I like doing these little random ass reviews of things on the stream. That's the Prime energy drink, and so I'll keep looking in the topics about that, of like where I can find stuff in the store and review them. I still got a Prime actual energy drink over there that I did not drink, because chat, that shit was gross. I might drink it one of these days in order to not waste my money. But yeah, I want to thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for all the love, the support, and everything that you do. I really do appreciate it. More games to come this month. We don't have anything necessarily. On the 28th, the goddamn Star Wars game comes out, chat. I want to play and beat that entire game, chat. Like, I played the first one. I wanted to play the first one before, but I just, like, time, it snuck up on me, man. April 28th, Jesus, man. I spent all that money on cardboard. I don't want to buy a $70 game, chat. But we'll see. We'll look at it and we'll see. Maybe we'll be tempted. And then next month, we got new Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, or whatever it's called. We got that. Like, damn. We got to play that. I want to play that entire game. And then we got, what else? What is the other one after that? There's one more in the next month after that, or closer to the end of that month. I forgot. I'm forgetting something. Oh, Final Fantasy 16. Like, that one has to be, like, Tears of the Kingdom and Final Fantasy 16 have to be played and beaten. Like, Jesus, man. I like so many games back to back. I didn't expect them to be like hitting like this. So I will be playing those games. They will be happening here live on the stream. And maybe during those games, maybe I'll turn up and add another day in to stream so I can make sure that I'm able to fucking beat these goddamn games. So maybe a couple Saturdays out of the month I'll stream. It's only like 4 Saturdays in a month, so maybe one Saturday out of the month I'll stream, because that'll add a lot of hours, right? Like, I'll stream for playing it for that full time. Yesterday I really forgot about Darkest Dungeon 2, guys. You guys know the channel is like really popping when it comes to Darkest Dungeon. One of my most successful videos is a Darkest Dungeon video. I love Darkest Dungeon, guys, and Darkest Dungeon 2 was really, really big. And I think I might hop back on that game a bit more, guys. You guys know I love roguelikes, things like that. So we might hop back into that game a bit more. I think we're going to play that for like an hour today afterwards, after the talk and after trying the Mr. Beast cookie, because that game is hella fun, man. Game is so goddamn fun. I love Darkest Dungeon. Last night we played it. We were screaming. We were sad. We were about to die on that last night. Let me see if I remember what happened. And they've changed so much. They've added so much. It's been like a year of that game. And we might even play some Shovel Knight Dig, because I need to get further in that game. Probably just play Darkest Dungeon for tonight and then go back to tomorrow and playing more. But yeah, we were in there yesterday. Hold on, let me get us over to the thing that I'm talking about so you guys can see versus just hearing me talk about it. It's going to be two Johns. I got 2 phones, one for the plug, one for the low. Y'all know that song? Two Johns, look at that. We were playing this, and it was super duper fun. Like, I like the planning and stuff like that of Darkest Dungeon 1. And I kind of, they have like this mod for Darkest Dungeon 1 called Black Reliquary. I like that, but I like the more one run focus of Darkest Dungeon 2, I think. So I think I might focus in on playing Darkest Dungeon 2 more than Darkest Dungeon 1. And it looks so good. The game looks so great, dude, and they've come so far over a year. This is why I like trying these games out, like the early access of these games. That's why I'm excited for Raven's Watch and things like that. So we'll see how it goes, guys. But without further ado, guys, we're gonna fill this up with milk, and we're gonna try some Mr. Beast Feastables, shall we? So let me grab the Mr. Beast or grab some milk, and I'll be right back. And I got the Mr. Beast cookies right here.
You win. Perfect.
You complain about the same thing every time. All right. All right. We here, guys. We're here, chat. So, bless you. We are here. Let's change from the chord Kenshin. Let's go to some Omori. I love some Omori music. Omori was like one of my favorite times of stream, guys. Was I just looking at the menu this whole entire time? No, I did that fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's get some let's pause the chord Kenshin. And then let's get some Omori music, yeah? Not spaces between, no. Nah, not by your side. Let's go together. Yeah, all right. So, Mr. Beast got cookies in Walmart now, chat. I'm a basic cookie type of guy, okay? We're gonna open this up completely and we're gonna try this cookie. D tried one already, so that's why it's pre-opened. I haven't tried it at all. I just kind of saw what they looked like. And here, we're gonna give our opinion and our thought, okay? These look like Famous Amos. They smell all right. Smell all right. Don't smell attractive or nothing like that. Guys, they got a hard lane to stack up against. 1 second. So this is a hard cookie, chat. They got a hard thing that, yeah, a hard toe to stack up against. Hard cookies, Tate's cookies. These, if y'all see these and y'all like a crunch to your cookie, this is the best goddamn cookie. This is the best goddamn cookie. It's so good. It's so good. I've had this one in there for a while now. I need to eat it. But I buy these and I buy like 4 of them and I just let them sit and I just eat them every now and again. It's so good. This is the best goddamn cookie. Do I prefer soft and chewy cookies or ones that crumble? I love soft cookies more. Hard cookies for a long time, funny enough, there was no hard cookie that I enjoyed. And then Tate's cookies came out. And Famous Amos are all right. What you need? Famous Amos was all right. And I get a like little bag every now and again, you know, like when they sell in a separate bag for like 50 cents, I grab it. But in general, I don't like Famous Amos like that. I'll just eat them. Like no cookie is necessarily nasty to me, to where I'm like, oh, you gross, really. You have to try really hard to fail a cookie like that, I think. So what we're gonna do, they got a high toe to stack up against. We're gonna try it. Let's go. Let me get the music in my ear so I can feel it with the cadence of my talk. Let's go. Here we go, chat. Here we go. I can tell they're using that chocolate of his. Man, I might have outright just lied to y'all. These shits are nasty, Mr. Beast. What the fuck? Did you taste these, bro? Oh, chat, I don't even want to finish. This shit is. It's like it feels like I just bit in the chalk. Someone posted on my Facebook post and said that this gave Ethan Klein from H3H3 a rash. So that might be why he gave him a rash, because he's eating chalk. Like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna put it back in the bag, but I don't want to even eat the rest of that, chat. That's going in the trash. If I had to rate these, chat, honestly, damn, this is like a 3 out of 10. Like, Jesus Christ, Mr. Beast. Yo, take that one back to the, what are you doing over there? D. Sorry, chat. All right. Oh, 1 second. I don't care. All right. We're going to try this other one. Peanut butter chocolate chip. Listen, I'm the type of guy, peanut butter is just a peanut butter cookie. You don't put nothing else in a peanut butter cookie. They be trying too much. Peanut butter chocolate chip. What? Get a chocolate chip cookie. So I'm gonna try the peanut butter chocolate chip. Hopefully it's not, because I'm not gonna lie, what had that chalky texture was the cookie part of it. It wasn't even the chocolate. Mr. Beast Feastables chocolate, we tried it before. I'm pretty sure they're using the same chocolate. So the chocolate is okay, but I'm pretty sure the cookie. Oh, I know why. This is a gluten-free cookie. guys, don't listen. Nothing. If you got a gluten-free appetite, don't eat fucking cookies. Like, why are you eating cookies if you're gluten-free? Do something else. Like, be healthy, bro. Stay over there. But hey, listen, I ain't got to buy these, to be honest. So hey, whatever. Have your gluten-free cookie. Do what you do. But this is why these cookies taste like chalk. So yeah, that's it. Go ahead. How can you have gluten-free peanut butter? I didn't know that was possible. Oh, okay. All right. So here we go. Nah, chat. Nah. I'm pretty positive he has to have non-gluten-free ones. I think you just picked up the wrong ones, baby. I wouldn't imagine that all his cookies are gluten-free. Oh, they are. He's dumb. Does he have a website? Does Feastables have a website, guys? Yeah, it does. Okay, hold on, chat. Let's look together. Mr. Beast cookies. What's good, Brian? Thank you, bro. Welcome into the stream. We're trying the most gross cookies I've ever tasted in my life. Nah, they're all gluten-free. Oh, they're so gross, chat. Listen, I think if these cookies weren't gluten-free, they probably might be good. But they're fucking gross. Why all of them, man? Why couldn't you just have two separate? Oh my God, it's so gross. They taste like chalk, man. Gluten-free flour brand, better for you flour made with a unique blend. Salt, yeah. So if your cookies don't got salt in them, I need a good chaser, man. I need a good cookie chaser. We're gonna have to open up the no. I got a good cookie chaser. I got the crumble cookie. That's what I was gonna eat. Chat, we're about to eat crumble cookie. Crafted with natural alternatives to animal products. Oh, coconut oil. Oh. Oh. Rich and creamy chocolate. The chocolate is good because it's the chocolate from Feastables. But the cookie, oh man, they literally, oh, it's so gross, chat. Is this a game? Is this a game for me to play? Y'all saw that? Oh, game over. That's what happened. Damn, these shits are gross, chat. Okay. Mr. Beast Feastables going ham though, guys. Now he has gummies. Carl gummies with collaboration of Carl Jacobs. Wait, what? Why when I click shop gummies it Carl gummies. Sour green apple, sour blue. Oh, they're both sour, man. Mr. B, stop coming out with this bullshit. I gotta try. Yo, why is it an 8-pack? $19.99. Chat, do y'all think that's kind of crazy? An 8-pack for $19.90. Listen, chat. That's why I told y'all scalpers aren't necessarily bad, bro. The company supplies it, they supply it, but like If I buy an 8-pack for $19.99 and I sell each one of them things for $5 to $4, if I do $4, right? Brother, I'm making money. And Mr. B's getting his goods too. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's the one that fucking got it on his site, bro. Shit. This is how Avon and stuff be doing their damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day. Y'all weren't born back in the day. You know what I'm saying? God damn, boy. Yeah. Anyway, this is just me thinking about making money, guys. Okay? I wouldn't want everything, though. Chocolate is not going to sell. Guys, chocolate does not sell well. Gummies? Those are go. Those will go. Chocolate and cookies do not sell well. But these sell well. Gummies will fly off the fucking shelves. 8 gummies for $20. They better be weed edible gummies for that price. Oh, nah. 8-pack. So it got the whole pack. Each pack contains. Well, I need to taste these first. They say plant-based, bro. Oh my god, dude. Mr. Beast is tripping on this one, bro. God damn. He make more money than me though, so. Damn. Most people who are gluten-free anyway don't want to even dabble in sweets because they're good on it. That's the reason why they go that route. Oh man. Crazy, okay? This is like a treat that they're like, yeah, I want to cheat today. All right, chat. Oh, there's a not JCS criminal. There's a video from Vita. The lore of Elden Ring is rotten. Let's watch this, chat. Everybody gather around. Grab your drink, grab your snacks. Come on. Let's watch this. Let's watch some Vita. He said, oh, I was about to say, oh yeah, not just 8 gummies individually. Nah. That's a whole pack, bro. Oh, he ain't tripping like that. You know what I'm saying? But you make money. You make money off of those if you buy those and sell those, I think. You make money off of them things. So yeah, let's watch this. Let me put up these cookies. Let me get the. Have y'all ever had crumble cookie before? They're chocolate chip cookie. It's a gourmet cookie, so it's gonna cost you more than. It's not efficient. There's no efficiency in the crumble cookie, okay? But that cookie is hella good, okay? Let me get that cookie real quick. I'll show y'all. 1 second. All right, chat. Crumble cookie. So let's go back to full screen real quick. If you ever see this around, crumble cookies, brother, go and try yourself one cookie. You don't need to get like a whole batch. Costs too much. Just get like a cookie, just one. It'll help you with your portions too. God damn, y'all be eating too many cookies, okay? I know I be eating too many cookies. All right, anyway, this is the fucking cookie they give you, bro. Look at this. And depending upon the cookie is nice and warm or chilled, if they need it chilled, they have different flavors. They have like a flavor of the week and stuff like that. Hold on. They got a website. Look at this, chat. I don't make this up, chat. Look at this, chat. Look at this, chat. Did I mute the music? Music stop. Look at this, chat. Milk chocolate chip. This is the one I dabble in, okay? I've tried the cotton candy. That shit is sweet. That shit'll knock your ass off. If you like sweetness, though, it's all you, okay? Peanut butter munch. That sounds like that was inspired by Ice Spice. I'm good. I don't eat doo-doo. Birthday cake. That sounds sweet. I don't dabble in no birthday cake. That frosting is probably sweet as hell. That's probably what made that cotton candy so sweet, to be honest. Caramel shortbread. I'm good. Caramel. Classic pink sugar. Sugar cookies are sweet. You know, I'm good. But they change these cookies like every week. It's so wild. Like they have a bunch of different cookies. Can I look at the catalog? Because see, weekly menu. Nah, I can't. Oh, they have. Oh, it's only for the ones that are available. And you can get mini cookies. I think these cost a little bit less. You view the nutritional facts, you know what I'm saying? It's a pretty cool store. Pretty cool store. I like it. I've had it quite a bit. And like I said, changes every week. But they never lose this, obviously. They never taken away the mint chocolate chip. Or the milk chocolate chip. This one's always here. Because they smart. They know what's up. You know what I'm saying? So check them out. Mr. Beast, fix your cookie, bro. It's a franchise, huh? Anyway, Mr. Beast, fix your cookie, bro. We're gonna eat this crumble cookie while we listen to Vite Vi and his amazing voice, okay? Grab your drink, grab your snacks, chat. Come on, we're gonna do this. We might play some Darkest Dungeon 2 for about maybe like an hour to an hour and a half. And then I'm about to peace up out, okay? Have a good rest of my birthday, relaxing and stuff like that. And then I'll be back tomorrow doing the thing with locks and stuff like that. So listen.
Is one of the deadliest things in the lands between, for it has... The Scarlet Rot is one of the deadliest things in the lands between, for it has no real cure, and famously, even the demigods could not stave off its effects. I guess no one told them about preserving boluses, huh? Anyway, what's really interesting about the Scarlet Rot is that it's actually a very old legend, one that predates millennia and all of the horrors found in Caelid. And so, to understand where it all began, we have to go below, to the Lake of Rot, where we can find a few items
The Lake of Rot
that speak of this time. For example, here in the southeastern corner, we can loot a crown of mushrooms that forms this towering headpiece, and it reads, "Long ago, great lords served the Scarlet Rot. Perhaps such fungal bodies served their crowns." And the rest of this set is made up of the mushroom set, which are considered holy vestments for those enraptured by the Scarlet Rot, and to them to the earth. So already we have this hierarchy of mushroom lords that served the Scarlet Rot back then, as well as worshippers who venerated it. And you might think it's strange that these beings might worship or serve a sickness, but the Scarlet Rot is so much more than that, because the scarlet rot is no mere disease. No, for proof of that, one only need look at the Crystallian. Crystallian are inorganic beings, and yet they can be afflicted by the rot just like any other. There's even some Crystallians that are infused with rot and can spread it to others as well. Because it's not really just a disease. Instead, the map for the Lake of Rot calls it the divine essence of an outer god.
Divine
Something
essence.
that was sealed away long ago in this underground world. And if you've been following Elden Ring lore for any length of time, you should be no stranger to the concept of an outer god. They are these indeterminable, abstract beings that impress an order or a will upon the world through their avatars, their servants, and their vessels. And in the case of the Scarlet Rot, its order is one of decay, where beings are put into a progressing state of death, with the intent to achieve this glorious rebirth that will follow that process. The poison armament description tells us this, saying that those who dwell within poison know rot all too well, the death that begets life, that comes to all equally. That is to say, it is the cycle of rebirth.
Oh, this is so much better, chat.
Practice. A great example of this is Michaelis Haligtree, which might be completely dead were it not for the fungal growths that have sprouted upon the tree. And of course we also see this in Caelid, where flowers of the rot are on the very precipice of budding, despite all the decay. Of course, it's debatable whether this type of life is even desirable at all, but you can't argue that it is life. And the agents of the rot god certainly find it desirable, so they do their utmost to spark this.
Yo, this scenery that Vita be finding in this game, yo.
Infecting them with poison and rot and putting.
This is another reason why I've been thinking about getting every game that I get for PC, chat, because like they literally people mod it and then they mod it to where you can do camera hacks, and that's all I want when it comes to some games, like especially like Breath of the Tears of Forbidden, blah blah blah. I want to be able to camera hack the game, man. That's all I care about. Fuck actually hacking the game. I just want to camera hack the game so I can have this cool ass scenery when I make a video. You know what I'm saying?
Into practice. On that note, there is one extremely curious item that you can find down in the Grand Cloister, and it's called the Scorpion Stinger. This is a dagger that's glistening with scarlet rot, and it's called a ceremonial tool, which I think means that any ceremony that used this dagger would have been a ceremony to stab and infect another being with the scarlet rot. It would have been a ceremony of spreading their treasured affliction to others. But what's really interesting about this dagger is that it's fashioned from a great scorpion's tail, and it's also specifically said to have been crafted from the relic of a sealed outer god. And when you consider that phrasing, it makes you realize that it's saying that this dagger was fashioned from a relic of the rot god, who was also a great scorpion.
How you get Millennium's move?
Anyway, I mean, many historical relics in our history are often the physical remains of deceased saints or holy persons, so the god of rot might really be, or at least might have manifested as, a great scorpion. So I guess this scorpion stinger is kind of like the eye of the fell god, or the three fingers of frenzy, or the whole winged theme that death has going on. It's a small remaining hint at the visual identity of these ephemeral outer gods that is intended to stimulate the imagination, even if we never truly find out what these outer gods look like. And whatever rot truly is, it and its scarlet rot essence was eventually conquered, or sealed at least. This was done by a legendary figure known as the Blind Swordsman. As the story goes,
the Blind Swordsman
was favored by a fairy called the Dancer in Blue. The fairy bestowed upon them a flowing curved sword, which was patterned after flowing water, and with this sword the Blind Swordsman sealed away an ancient god, a god that was rot itself. There's quite a bit to unpack in these descriptions. First, who or what was the fairy called the Blue Dancer? Well, I think that the warrior's blue cloth set gives us a clue. It reveals that the blue color of its fabric symbolizes brisk waters, and the cloth doll that represents the Blue Dancer is styled to look just like water. The description goes on to say that just as still waters turn foul, stagnation leads to decay. So, warriors must remain ever drifting. It's essentially saying that flowing water is the very antithesis to rot, which thrives in stagnant water. And I think, and this is just speculation, but I think that the Blue Fairy might essentially be a sort of river spirit. If you've ever seen Hayao Miyazaki's Spirited Away,
I have.
then you might know what type of being I'm talking about. In that movie, just quickly, a stinking sludge monster comes to the bathhouse, where it is eventually revealed that it's actually a river spirit whose river was bogged down and corrupted by pollution. But once his waters are unblocked, the river spirit is restored.
True.
Elden Ring, by comparison, does also have two legendary rivers called the Shifra and the Ainzel, which just so happened to flow underground next to and around the Scarlet Rot that was eventually sealed all that time ago. So I don't think that it's a stretch to think that the Blue Fairy might have occupied or might have been a supernatural extension of those.
Is he just chilling there for real?
I think it's a fun theory, and I think it helps to explain the Blue Fairy's relationship with water and why it might be a natural enemy of the Rot God. So, the Blue Fairy gave the blind swordsman a flowing sword, and he fought with the power of flowing water to seal away the Rot God. But what's unclear here
Like
is
water,
how
my friend.
exactly the Scarlet Rot God was sealed away by the blind swordsman. Did he, sword in hand, battle a great scorpion boss in one-on-one combat and just seal its essence away? Or was their battle more of an abstract one, where the Eternal City dams were built and rivers were rerouted to encircle the rot and contain it underground, or something like that? These details are left to your imagination.
He forgot about Caleb.
But one way or another, Scarlet Rot God was sealed away, but it was not defeated, and eventually it would return. And this time, it would do so in an Empyrean vessel, corrupting Melania, a demigod, at the very moment of her birth.
Melania Scarlet Rot. Ooh.
Like her brother Mikola, Melania was born an Empyrean. Empyrean meaning she was essentially a valid candidate to replace Queen Marika as a god, and as such it seems she was a ripe candidate for an outer god's meddling. And it's unclear how the Rot God afflicted Melania as soon as she was born, but it did, and that's a shame because Melania's great rune does state that it should have been the most sacred great rune of them all, were it not for what I assume was the Rot God's meddling. And speaking
Wow.
of great runes, in the sister video to this one, we talk about how Mikola was essentially the flip side to Melania in many ways, especially in cut content where the twins were born of an inseparable fate and said to hold the runes of both abundance and decay between them. And to reflect this duality, it seems, Mikola is in this constant state of overflowing abundance, while Melania was in this constant state of overflowing death, essentially.
Damn.
Sort of see this tragedy unfolding in a few statues of Melania, since you can see back then she did actually have all her limbs once upon a time, until the rot continued to take hold, moving her inexorably towards her inevitable death and rebirth as well. And that must have felt inevitable, for it seems like in these early days there were few known ways to ward off the rot. Fire was probably the obvious one, and then there was also the act of consecration, which was used, which is essentially the act of declaring something as sacred, which was done to the weaponry of Melania and her knights, and apparently it helped their armaments, at least, to resist the rot. But their flesh was still susceptible. Melania's knights were therefore called the Clean Rot Knights, and they vowed to fight alongside Melania despite the inevitable, if gradual, putrefaction of their flesh. And it was this fact that made these warriors so fierce, for they had basically already accepted their terrible fate, and so logically they had nothing else to lose.
Jesus!
These knights were bestowed the winged sword insignia, given only to those.
Hey, this is the one for jump
alongside
attacks, right?
Melania, the Severed. Interestingly, this is the only item that gives Melania the title the Severed, and I assume that it's referencing a time where Melania was known for her prowess despite her fragmented body, as it's called in the Japanese. And I guess it's possible that she wasn't yet known as the Blade of Mikola at the time, though that's just my own speculation. At any rate, Melania Blade of Mikola is her most common title, and it's easy to see why she would dedicate herself to her brother so fully. For her brother was so dismayed by her condition that he dedicated himself to finding a treatment for the rot, and this search for a cure dramatically affected Mikola's worldview. For instance, he was formerly a faithful fundamentalist of the Golden Order, with all the magic to boot, but he would abandon those practices as they could do nothing to treat his sister's accursed rot. Instead, he pursued a path of unalloyed gold, and he crafted for Melania a needle that could be inserted into her flesh, granting relief from the rot and preventing the progression of the rotting sickness. If you're interested in why unalloyed gold was able to do this and work that way, then I'd recommend you check out this video afterwards, which talks
lore
at
of
length
Mikola.
about Mikola. But we learn about the needle's specific effects in-game when we give it to a character called Millicent, who is also suffering from the Scarlet Rot. Millicent is this great parallel to Melania that teaches us so much about what Melania might have felt or experienced. So Millicent too has lost a limb, and she is also losing her memories, and when we find her, she is unable to even move. But as soon as we give her the needle, she's able to function and fight once more. Therefore, it's fair to assume that similar benefits were conferred upon Melania when her brother gave her the needle. It's also worth noting that the multiple needles that we find in-game, they aren't finished. Even the final version of this needle can only be used in the storm beyond time at Farum Azula, where it allows you to cheat fate, essentially. And that makes sense here, because you're outside of time in this place, so maybe you can prevent these afflictions from the outer gods before they even happen. So perhaps if Mikola had been able to imbue his needle with some time warping capabilities, he could have eventually undone the effects of the rot god entirely, but again, the needle was unfortunately never finished. The needle isn't all that Mikola created with unalloyed gold. He also crafted for his sister a prosthetic arm, leg, helmet, and armor of unalloyed gold, which, again, like Millicent, surely allowed her to overcome her one-armed shortcoming and reach the new heights as a fighter. So Melania's prospects were already looking up, but things didn't end there, for Melania would go on to meet a man who would become her mentor, and he would give her this final, invaluable tool that could be employed against the Scarlet Rot. We see their meeting play out on this image of the prosthesis wearer heirloom, which depicts a scene from a heroic tale. You can even see Melania's prosthetic arm and leg in this image if you look closely, which is why I assume that this meeting took place after Mikola's intervention with all of the unalloyed gold prosthetics.
Okay.
So her mentor was, as you might have guessed, the blind swordsman.
Whoa!
The man who first sealed away the rot all those years ago, the very same. And after encountering her mentor and his flowing blade, she gained wings of unparalleled strength. This meeting says a lot about the blind swordsman. He must have known that Melania was basically inhabited by his ancient enemy, and yet he doesn't attempt to kill her here. Instead, he takes her under his wing and teaches her the techniques that he himself once used to curtail the rot in the first place. It's a pretty wise thing to do, and perhaps we shouldn't expect any less from someone who was able to defeat an outer god in the first place.
That's dope.
This is why the skill on Melania's blade is called the Waterfowl Dance. This is why Melania recovers health by attacking during her boss fight. By moving relentlessly, like flowing water, the damage of the rot was offset, and Melania was able to achieve unparalleled strength and to maintain her pride. But it was
like
that same
water.
pride that she
Okay.
would abandon in her fight with Radahn.
Dude. Star Scourge Radahn.
Radahn was born of Queen Renala, who was the Queen of Caria, and King Consort Radagon, who was previously a great champion of the Erd Tree. Thus was the order of the moon and the Erd tree conjoined. And while Radahn was a true Carian, and certainly proficient in the art of sorcery, we can see in his character an inclination towards another path, an aspiration to be like Godfrey, for example, who was the first Elden Lord, and also his father Radagon, who would become the second Elden Lord. Caria was, after all, a largely matriarchal society, meaning that power was passed down to the princesses in the family, so perhaps it's no surprise that Radahn was not as motivated by his Carian heritage compared to his sister Rani, for instance. So Radahn's set was decorated with a golden lion that symbolized Godfrey and his beast regent, and it states that from his youngest years, Radahn was naturally captivated by the Lord of the battlefield.
The Lord!
And his golden helmet was designed with his flaming red hair in mind, which Radahn inherited from his father, drawing attention to the fact that he was fond of the heroic implications of being Radagon's son. Radahn and his knights were fittingly known as the Red Mane, which conflates Radahn's red hair with the mane of Godfrey's lion, and Radahn was even quoted as saying, "I was born a champion's cub, now I am the lord of the battlefield's lion," which borders on being a statement of complete loyalty to Godfrey and the Golden Order, but we'll get to that debate a little bit later. So, naturally, this was a guy who reveled in the art of warfare, and even in his youth as a Carian royal, it seems Radahn was already a renowned general. We can infer this because of a man named Jeren. The Eccentric's armor specifically says that after spending time as a guest of the Carian royals, he became a guest commander for General Radahn.
He was a commander for General Radahn.
Must have still been in close contact with his Carian family, as Jeren met Radahn through these Carian royals, and when they did meet, Jeren and Radahn seemed to immediately share a certain bond, for despite Jeren preferring to have a nomadic existence, he decided to become a guest commander for General Radahn, and then, despite the temporary implication of such a title, Jeren, this restless tumbleweed, as he was called, would become bound by honorable oath, and he and Radahn swore a vow of honorable death to one another, promising that they would die honorably in battle, even if it was death by the other's hand. So, it's not stated which battles that Radahn was fighting at the time, nor which war he required a new guest commander for. But then the world is very different at the time, and there's so much of the Lands Between's history that we don't know about. So I guess it's possible that the battles were being fought for distant lands like Limgrave and Caelid. The Limgrave East map does say, after all, that this path here was trod by many a soldier in the past. Maybe Radahn's forces took this path as well? And this was before Caelid was even afflicted with the Scarlet Rot, so things might have looked really different.
When did Caelid get afflicted with the Scarlet Rot then?
Shot from this trailer.
Oh wait, it was in the fight.
It still kind of looks a bit like
between
a
those two
hellscape here, with the red sky, and this was technically before the Scarlet Rot took hold. Caelid did still have some culture to boast of, though. For example, in the very middle of Caelid, there is, or was, a town of sorcery called Celia, and despite Radahn's relationship with Caria and Raya Lucaria as well, presumably, it was here in Celia that he studied, learning gravitational magics that likely could not be taught anywhere else. He did this, as the story goes, all so he would never have to abandon his beloved but scrawny steed, for gravitational magics could relieve the weight of Radahn and allow his scrawny horse to carry him evermore. Also, in case you don't know, the horse's name is Leonard, according to the data, so that is the name that we're going to use going forward. And what's interesting about Leonard is that he's specifically called out as being scrawny, as if that's the reason why he can't carry Radahn, who is enormous. Shouldn't Radahn's size be the reason why he can't ride his horse? So I think, personally, that Radahn actually didn't become as large as he is for a very long time, and I think there's some good evidence to back that up. For one, his throne in Leyndell is of regular size. Two, his portrait is of a simple grown man, and lastly, we see a brief shot of Radahn fighting in this image where he barely even matches Morgoth in size. So
True.
personally, I think that Radahn probably only grew in size when he acquired a great rune. Regardless, at this stage anyway, it's clear that Radahn initially learned gravitational magic for the sake of his horse, but that gravitational skill set would certainly come in handy as the years went on. For one, these gravitational magics were passed on to some of his elite soldiers, like Ogre, who was the longest serving member of the Redmane Knights, who studied techniques to manipulate gravity alongside Radahn. The equipment and the skill sets of the Redmane Knights really were very inspired by Radahn. For example, the servant of Radahn's Redmane Knights depicts a red-maned lion raising a sword in the image of Radahn. All of them proved that they were worthy of the Redmane name. Even their great shield's design takes that symbolism further.
Yo, that fire move in the game is
like a
broken.
fang and featuring the crest of a red-maned lion. And these knights were
It's
strong,
like a tag
Radahn
that's
too,
touching my
with
neck.
descriptions
Pissing me
stating
off.
that they were reputed to be masterful warriors, and it was popularly said that the Redmanes knew no weakness. But for all of their prowess in battle, a conflict was coming that no military strength could ward away. And I'm not talking about the Scarlet Rot, I'm talking about the stars. But luckily, for this upcoming conflict, Radahn was able to solicit the help of an extremely knowledgeable teacher. According to the Gravity Well sorcery, Radahn's master was an alabaster lord with skin of stone, and these onyx and alabaster lords were a different race entirely to humans, and were said to have risen to life when a meteor struck long ago. And the meteorite sorcery tells us that the reason they were called lords was in reverential fear of their destructive power. And it seems like Radahn was soliciting their help because a similarly meteoric destructive power was on its way to Sellia. So earlier we established that he explicitly did learn gravitational magic so that he could ride his horse, but the Collapsing Stars sorcery also explicitly says that he learned gravitational techniques so that he could challenge the stars, which
that's what I
think
know it as.
suggests that there were two distinct periods of learning here for Radahn. Learning for the sake of his horse, and then learning for the sake of keeping Sellia safe. And there's also quite a bit of evidence that suggests that Radahn's actions here were in defense. For example, the sword gravestone in Caelid specifically tells us that Radahn held Sellia secure. The Star Scourge heirloom tells us that Radahn confronted the falling stars, as if they were the aggressors. Finally, this event was also called the Star Scourge conflict, suggesting that there was a clash of some kind here, like a back and forth, if you will. So
Jesus.
Radahn seemed to anticipate that
Yo,
this
Radahn's
event
so
was
cool.
coming, but I guess that isn't so strange when you consider that Radahn was of Carian lineage, who were renowned for reading fate in the stars. So I would think that anticipating a starfall would be pretty straightforward for them, and I think it would make sense that Radahn would want to intervene if it was headed for Sellia, which is where he learned his magic from in the first place. So Radahn took defensive measures, and I guess you might argue that he even went a bit overboard, for he didn't just defend Sellia from the falling stars, he actually sealed the stars' movements completely. So after Radahn challenged the stars, the fate in the night sky was said to be no more, and this manifests quite literally in Rani's questline, for example, where Radahn has to be killed so that the stars can be unfrozen, so that one of them can literally smash into Limgrave and open a path to Nokron. If not for Radahn, I feel like a star would have smashed through Sellia instead, and opened a path to Nokron that way all those years ago. The eternal city of Nokron is said, after all, to sleep below Sellia, so Radahn really might have intervened here at the very last moment, since a star is released and hits Limgrave as soon as you kill Radahn, though I'll admit that it is a bit strange that that star hits Limgrave and not Sellia, which he was said to defend.
Maybe
I wonder
he
why.
miscalculated.
There's one more thing I want to talk about here, and it's
Miscalculations like that used to happen, especially in the past.
that Radahn might have intervened at Celia and frozen the stars on behalf of the Golden Order. After all, the telescope item description literally says that the fate once writ in the night skies was fettered by the Golden Order, and Radahn was a fanboy of Radagon and Godfrey, who were two proponents of the Golden Order, so it's definitely possible that he did this on the Golden Order's behalf. Personally, though, I think that both things can be true. I think that Radahn was clearly motivated to defend Celia from Starfall, and I think that the Golden Order did stand to benefit from one of its vassals achieving such a feat. Radahn, and most of the demigods at that stage, for that matter, were technically on the side of Marika's Golden Order. So I guess technically Radahn was aligned with the Golden Order and could have fettered the stars on their behalf. But the impression that I get from Radahn is that he has no real loyalty to anyone other than himself and his men. This is my speculation, but I think this because he's not really hated by anyone in the current age or anyone in game. Even his brother Rykard has his picture up on the wall, and Rykard famously hated anything to do with the Golden Order. So while I think Radahn served the intent of the Golden Order, I don't think he was beholden to it, especially not in the later years when the Elden Ring was shattered. Because remember this cutscene with Morgoth?
Willful traitors. All.
Morgoth labels all of the demigods as traitors to the Golden Order, including Radahn, who we do see in a clash with Morgoth, suggesting that he might have abandoned his loyalty to Order and marched on Leyndell after the shattering. For Radahn, like his demigod kin, had claimed a great rune, and it's easy to assume that a warmonger like him would have had great ambitions for power, and might have even aspired to become Elden Lord. And it's around this time, when the demigods were clashing, that Malenia enters the picture once more. Because Malenia, Blade of Miquella, was marching towards Caelid, past Godric in Limgrave, and towards Radahn.
Malenia southward march. Yeah, why did she want to fight Radahn again? I can't even remember.
Nothing more than a jumped-up country bumpkin. Lord? Oh, don't make me laugh. First, he hid himself amongst the womenfolk to flee the capital, then hid from Radahn in that castle. Then he insulted Malenia, lost to her in battle, only to lick her boots rather than die like a man. Has he no shame, the big girl's blouse?
This dialogue from Kenneth Haidt is a great piece of lore, as it tells us about this crucial late part of the Shattering War. At this point, Godric had just failed to usurp Leyndell capital and had fled with his tail between his legs to Stormvale. Here, he hid in fear of Radahn, who was a close neighbor in Caelid, and it makes sense that he'd fear Radahn, who was considered by many to be the strongest of the demigods. But while he was hiding here, a different army approached. From the north, not the south, as Godric must have feared. Malenia and her Cleanrot knights were passing Stormvale on their southwards march from the Halig Tree to Caelid. And this event, this passing, is marked at the Leonia Highway sword gravestones, which state, "Nothing will hinder the wings of the Blade of Miquella and the Cleanrot Knights."
Oh shoot,
These gravestones
she came through.
tend to mark points of battle, and Kenneth does state that Godric insulted Malenia and lost to her in battle, so I assume this is where that happened. As to the nature of the insult, well, we have cut dialogue from Godric to help us out here.
There is only one tree, and only its branches, that bathe in true rays of gold. Not the fool-omened king, nor the rank malformed twins.
So Godric considered Miquella and Malenia rank and malformed, so I assume the insult was along those lines, which was not smart on Godric's part. Malenia must have messed him up, but tellingly, she did not kill him, And that's a curious detail, because this was the Shattering War. We're supposed to believe that all of the demigods were fighting for power, but if Melania was seeking power here and looking for others' great runes to acquire in order to restore the Elden Ring and live up to Miquella or her own Empyrean promise, then you'd think that she would have killed Godric, that she wouldn't have shown him mercy. But instead, she lets him live. So, to me, that suggests that Melania might not have been on this southward march to take power. Because if she didn't claim Godric's great rune, then she probably wasn't here for Radahn's either. So, why then? Why did Melania come full force towards Radahn on this southward march?
Yeah.
I feel like there are 3 options.
What's
If
that?
you count the theory that Melania might have chased down Radahn in order to get control of the Elden Ring, but as I've just explained, I feel like that's unlikely. Option 2, although it's still unlikely in my opinion, is that Melania might have sought out Radahn simply for the sake of fighting him. He was, after all, widely considered the mightiest of the demigods, as was Melania in many cases, so it's not ridiculous to think that both of them might have fought simply for the sake of pitting their strength against one another. But that's a pretty unsatisfactory answer, in my opinion.
That's boring.
Option 3, I feel, could be because Melania was looking for her brother. At this point, Miquella could have already been stolen away by Mohg, so perhaps she was simply looking for him. She pretty intentionally makes a beeline towards the south and towards Caelid, and Mohg's palace is essentially underneath Celia and underneath the area where Radahn and Melania fought.
And she didn't know who took
It's
him.
possible that Melania had some intel leading her here in a search for Miquella, but again, this is only speculation. But my favorite theory is the 4th one, which is that Melania, and by extension Miquella, may have wanted Radahn dead for the same reason that Rani eventually does, so that the stars could resume their movement, bringing certain fates back into play. And you might be asking, but why would Miquella want the stars to resume their movement? Well, perhaps Miquella's own fate was locked in stasis. We do find a demigod's amber starlight shard in Miquella's hideaway, after all, and I feel like it should be concerning that his fate might have fallen like this. But the best answer, I think, is that Miquella wanted the stars back in motion so that the moon could properly eclipse the sun. This was a ritual that Miquella seemed to believe would revive Godwyn the Golden, his brother, and we talk about this a lot more in this video, and I can definitely see how the stars being in stasis would prevent the moon from eclipsing the sun, so I really like this answer. But I'd love to hear your theories. Surely there's more than just these 4 options. But in the end, there's only really one answer that I'm confident in, and it's that we can't confidently say for sure why Melania fought Radahn.
This is fair. Damn.
But whatever the reason, it must have been a good one, because it was during this battle that Melania sacrificed everything.
Damn. Melania versus Radahn. I think this is the last chapter, would be. Close?
There is something that must return to Melania. The will that was once her own. The dignity. The sense of self. That allowed her to resist the call of the Scarlet Rot. The pride she abandoned. To meet Radahn's measure.
In Elden Ring's story trailers, we see this legendary fight play out. Cleanrot Knights finally arrive with Melania, facing off against the Redmane Knights, and manage to plunge a ton of spears into Radahn during their clash. You can actually see these spears still sticking out of his back to this day. Then Melania and Radahn appear to be the only 2 left standing. Melania sacrifices her prosthetic arm to get close to Radahn, grabbing her blade and plunging it into both of them, giving us a close-up view of the 2 characters. Here, Radahn looks monstrous, which I theorize could again be because he's tainted with the madness of a great rune, though that is just speculation. And we can also see Melania's lips moving here, muttering some final words, or perhaps the incantation for the Scarlet Aeonia, which envelops herself and Radahn, putting an end to their fight. In this video's first chapter, we talked extensively about Melania's battle against the Scarlet Rot within her, but in this moment, she seems to lose that fight, maybe intentionally, and she allows the scarlet rot to take hold. Millicent, who is a great parallel to Melania, says that this is when she sacrificed her dignity, her sense of self, her will, and her pride. Melania did all of this just so that she could meet Radahn's measure. Thus did the scarlet rot explode outwards, infecting Radahn and the very land itself, as their battle came to a horrific standstill. In the end, neither party was in a state to continue fighting, so technically Melania didn't lose, so she was technically still undefeated. Few survived the Battle of Aeonia, but one who did was the Cleanrot Knight Finlay, who, in an unimaginable act of heroism, carried the slumbering form of Melania all the way back to the Halig Tree. They managed this alone, fending off all manner of foes along the way. But back at the center of Caelid, Melania's scarlet bloom remained. A nearby phantom's dialogue reads, "Sublime, I tell you. The very first flower of Aeonia bloomed on this very spot. Melania, may you blossom into a goddess." In the present day, Caelid features at its center a giant tree that spirals in a similar manner to Melania's first scarlet bloom, so it probably is the same scarlet bloom. As the Phantom says, this was the very first flower of Aeonia, and the beginning of the Scarlet Swamp in this land. And at the very center of that is another curious thing. There's a boss called Commander O'Neill, who carries the Commander's Standard, which reads, "Even after his lord was fled, Commander O'Neill continued to brandish this flag in the devastation of the rot-eaten field of battle, the sole veteran who remembers this battle with pride." And it's hard for me to say exactly whose side O'Neill would have been on. He summons the spirits of exiled soldiers, who themselves have no real affiliation to speak of, though I will say that you can summon one of Millicent's sisters to help you in the fight against O'Neill, which might suggest that he's opposed to the idea of rot, and that he might have fought for Radahn, although I feel like you could go both ways on this, because the Commander's Standard says that his lord was fled, and both Melania and Radahn fled this battle. Anyway, when you defeat O'Neill by luring him into the guises of Scarlet Rot because it's funny, he doesn't just drop the Commander's Standard, he also drops an heirloom of the Battle of Aeonia.
Really?
A broken needle of unalloyed gold that was once buried within Melania's own flesh, repelling her scarlet rot until it snapped. A really interesting question here, considering the needle is broken, is whether Melania snapped the needle intentionally when she plunged her blade into herself and Radahn. Perhaps she knew that it would cause the rot within her to flare up worse than ever if the needle was broken, and
that's what caused the bloom.
Radahn. Millicent does explain that the explosion of rot is worse after she takes out the needle, almost as if it's been building up inside them all this time.
I paused to even tell you, but I took out the needle myself. The scarlet rot writhes now, worse than ever.
So it's pretty clear that this is where the final moments of the battle took place, and we even find Cleanrot Knights able to rise outside when you're near, even now. But then we don't find Radahn anywhere near here. Instead, we find him closer to his former home at Redmane Castle. In a nearby catacomb, the spirits of the war dead actually continue to clash, refusing to surrender, even in death. And outside, Radahn is exactly the same way. And while witless, he's still alive, even managing to keep the stars in stasis, even now, for he's still in possession of his great rune, which itself started to burn to resist the encroachment of the scarlet rot. His feet have rotten off, the spears of Cleanrot Knights remain in his flesh, but he fights on, simply using those spears in his back as arrows to fight off anyone who threatens him, refusing to give up and die in anything but an honorable death.
Damn, Radahn is cool as fuck, boy. Everything rotting scarlet.
Are you one for festivals or flowers? To the south, a grand festival to make the stars turn. to the east. The heart and bud of a flower to be. But dare you enter into the heart of the scarlet rot?
As the rot takes hold, Caelid becomes a fresh hell, and the land itself becomes a threat. Even the dragons in this place were forced to flee, and they would make a new nest on a plateau that would be dubbed Dragon Barrow, and no one since then has dared to enter it. That said, a few dragons did not make it away unscathed. The dragon Exekis succumbed to the scarlet rot, though he did not forget his hatred, and sadly, Grail, the mother of all dragons, who dwarfs them all as well, can be found on death's door surrounded by her children and completely blighted by the scarlet rot. Kind of sad. Thanks for the 50k runes, though. And in the end, was Melania's scarlet rot, not really Melania herself, that would eventually drive Radahn's Redmane Knights to defeat. According to their armor, when they were driven to defeat by Melania's scarlet rot, the Redmane Knights burned off the crest on the left breast of their armor to indicate their resolve, stating, "Alas, dear home, I shan't see you again, for our duty is to remain here, a bulwark against the blight." The knights using fire to burn away their own crest in this way is such a great symbol, for fire was their one and only weapon for fighting back against the rot. And interestingly, according to the Armorer's Cookbook, a lot of these tools and techniques to do with fire were passed down by an armorer who served the great General Radahn, as his books contain knowledge of dealing with rot, the application of fire in particular. And so, this Flame of the Redmanes clearly became a large
Flame of the
part
Redmanes,
their
that move is
identity
broken.
henceforth. Corpses of rabid wildlife were piled high and burned. Long smouldering walls of flame were built in order to prevent the rot from spreading to neighboring lands. These same walls border their own castles, they burnt down churches, and they even managed to commandeer some flame chariots to help in their fight. They utilized torches, firepots, arrows, everything. And fittingly, Knight Geren's beloved sword, a flamberge, became the symbol of the castle itself, thanks to the flame-like undulation that gives this sword its difficult-to-pronounce name. And Jeren himself remained at Redmane Castle to regularly host a celebration of war, calling champions from far and wide to deliver death, a death for his friend, who is now festering with rot and crippled by madness, who now only wishes for an honorable way out.
Jesus.
Amidst Melania's Aeonian butterflies, pale pests emerge from the swamp of Aeonia. And though they appear to be mere bugs, they're not. These creatures are intelligent, with a quote-unquote keen intellect that allows them to craft uncanny weaponry from sharpened shell. They can incant spells as well. And they can even tame wild beasts. That said, they are ultimately creatures of worship, and Gowrie actually calls them witless, which admittedly does contrast with them being described as intelligent in this item description. Regardless, the pests are also called the abandoned children of the goddess and servants of the goddess of rot, who have been forsaken. And it's not hard to see why. Not only was Melania carried far away at the very moment of her bloom when these pests allegedly emerged, but she resents and resists the scarlet rot inside her unless she's pushed to the absolute brink. So, of course, these pests are abandoned in that sense as well. And who wouldn't hate them, honestly? Is there anything more annoying than this bloody attack? Nevertheless,
no, it's not. Kill them.
They even have a quotable line of dialogue in the Kindred of Rot's Exaltation Talisman, which reads, "Rot for the Scarlet Goddess. O scarlet blossoms, flourish in distant lands, and return to us, the unwanted children." Which brings us to the phrase, scarlet blossoms. This might not be talking about literal flower buds of the scarlet rot, but instead I think it's talking about actual people. I think it's talking about these 5 sisters. I think these are the scarlet blossoms. They are Pollyanna, Maureen, Amy, Mary, and Millicent.
Who are they?
Millicent, she is a bud. Green and undeveloped, waiting to flower into magnificence. What a wondrous day that will be. In truth, before her, I'd never seen a bud of such superior quality.
Huh.
She might very well outshine her sisters.
So it seems like these pests, including Gowrie perhaps, have a keen interest in cultivating these scarlet blossoms. I'd prefer to talk about Millicent's questline in a future Prepare to Cry episode, so subscribe and turn on notifications, but I will hold off for now. But essentially, Gowrie does all of this in anticipation of these daughters becoming Scarlet Valkyries, who he believes might one day serve Malenia when she ascends as the goddess of rot.
Oh, the Shaded Castle.
At this point, Malenia hadn't been seen for a long while, not since she was carried off to the Halig Tree, and the Halig Tree's location itself was a mystery to many. But there were still those who venerated and worshipped her, and they weren't all pests. Some of them were human, like Malie Marai, the Castellan of the Shaded Castle.
Oh.
Malie wears the Marai mask, which is something only worn by the head of House Marai. It bears the likeness of the first of their line, and it describes this long dual history of the Marai family, who served as both executioners and castellans of the Shaded Castle. So fittingly, their storied sword is the Marai Executioner's Sword, a broad-bladed weapon that would eventually be used against them.
What the heck?
One day, they made the mistake of capturing a bell-bearing hunter named Elima, but Elima, who knew battle skills that allowed him to move objects with his very own will, snatched the sword from the site of his looming execution and overthrew his captors. But it doesn't seem like he wanted to rule over the castle in their stead. Instead, the castle falls into ruin, and when we find him, Elima is just standing and staring at an enormous portrait which is a picture of Malenia, who some believe is to blame for the fate of the castle. A nearby phantom laments the state of things and states, "House Marai is ruined, just deserts for falling for that severed harpy. No surprise that guilty cretin took the castle and our storied sword." In the outskirts of the castle, you can actually find and fight Malie Marai, the former castellan of the castle who has now been ousted. He wields the ant spur rapier, which is a weapon that evokes the scorpion dagger that we mentioned at the start of the video, as it's also a blade fashioned from a chitinous creature. In this case, it's the spur of a giant ant. Fittingly then, its description reminds us that Scarlet Rot is an old legend, and goes on to state that Malie Marai of the Shaded Castle was a private believer in the Scarlet Rot. And
Wow!
indeed, he eventually found his own personal goddess. The Marai robe explains why he was so enamored with her, stating that the sons of House Marai are all sickly born, and so Malie Marai was beguiled by the beautiful and fierce goddess who was born into rot.
Because she didn't.
Malenia
She was born
after
sick,
all, a
but we're living.
powerful and fierce figure in spite of her affliction, so it's easy to see why Malie Marai looked up to her. Though I guess it's possible that he took this veneration too far, as the castle is found sinking into a poison swamp, and the throne room is filled with prosthetics which mirror Malenia's own. Indeed, it's possible that he even found Malenia's very own prosthetic, as you can loot the Valkyrie's prosthesis here, which reads, "Golden prosthesis once used by the one-armed Valkyrie, a masterwork of craftsmanship. With practice and skill, it can be used as proficiently as a real arm." When Malie Marai, Lord of the Shaded Castle, embraced this prosthesis, he claimed to feel the presence of his personal goddess. Now, I'm not really sure if this is Malenia's actual prosthesis or not. I feel like you could make debates for and against that, but regardless, it drives home just how much of a fanboy this guy was.
A
The
fanboy.
castle is not much more now than just a home for some surviving clean rot knights who would understandably feel at home in such a place. And I guess they have nowhere else to go as Malenia slumbers back at the Halig Tree, where she does very little else until you arrive and trigger what I think is her second transformation.
Melania, goddess of rot.
Wait. The scarlet bloom flowers once more. You will witness true horror. Now, rot.
Now, I got some bad news for you guys in this final chapter. So, you know how difficult Melania was to defeat, right? Well, what if I told you that wasn't her final form? It might not be, for the Scarlet Aeonia description reads, each time the scarlet flower blooms, Melania's rot advances, and with the third bloom, she will become a true goddess. So, it's known that Melania's first bloom was in Caelid, and we know that she blooms in a fight against us, so the debate becomes, is this mid-fight bloom Melania's second bloom, or her third? Some would argue that this is Melania's third bloom, and that she's
how
already
come?
become the goddess of rot. She does, after all, literally have goddess of rot as her title, and there is a bloom right outside her boss room which could have been the site of her second bloom. So how do you argue against that? Well, for starters, the bloom outside might not be hers. For one, it'd be kind of weird if she had a second bloom that is never described, right here, when she's slumbering in just the neighboring room. But not only that, in front of this bloom, you actually loot the Traveler's set, which is the same set worn by Millicent and her sisters, and Melina as well. Considering Millicent and her sisters are buds of Melania, and considering Millicent also leaves behind one of these blooms when she dies, it's not ridiculous to think that one of these sisters might have flowered here already. And I don't think that
that's
Melania
fair.
having Goddess of Rot in her boss title means that much. Many, like Gowrie and the Pests, already believe that Melania is the Goddess of Rot. The Scarlet Aeonia description instead specifies that the third bloom will make her a true goddess, and I think anything before that is just a brief flash of the rot god shining through. But the biggest piece of evidence that Melania hasn't yet reached her third bloom yet, in my opinion, comes from Gowrie, who goes to extraordinary lengths to nurture Millicent, encouraging us to kill her even, just so this betrayal can turn her into a Scarlet Valkyrie that will serve Melania.
It must be done by your hand, no other. Millicent trusts you, rather deeply in fact. Sever that trust. Nurtured by betrayal, her bud will flower most vividly. When Melania ascends to godhood, Millicent too shall be reborn, as a Scarlet Valkyrie.
If Millicent dies, she flowers, with Gowrie's expectation being that she will be revived after this. So considering that there's a bloom in Melania's boss room as well that appears after you defeat her, I feel like it's possible that Melania could have another revivification after this as well. And one final piece of evidence was actually pointed out by you guys in the comments of my recent Oracle short. In that video, I argued that the Oracles might be there to herald the return of Mikla as a god, as their spirit ashes state that it is said that when Oracle envoys appear playing their pipes, they do so to herald the arrival of a new god or age. But I completely neglected to mention that they might be here to herald Melania's ascension as a god instead. So thank you guys for pointing that out. If you haven't already, I'd appreciate if you tried out some of my shorts content. It's extremely difficult to fit everything within 60 seconds, but it's a fun challenge and I'm pretty happy with some of the short stories that I've been able to tell in those shorts. Anyway, personally, I wouldn't be surprised if we fight some incarnation of Melania again in the DLC, and I'd be down for that fight, provided she rises again with her lower half as a scorpion or something.
That would be
What I find to be
crazy.
the most disturbing thought about Melania's potential third bloom is that Gowrie believes a scarlet bloom will be more vivid if it's nurtured by betrayal. That's what we see in Millicent's questline. So what if Melania's third bloom could be more vivid if she's betrayed by her brother, Mikla? But it's late now, and I'm really getting into some deranged speculation territory, aren't I? So that's probably my cue to end the video. A special thanks to Miss Pap for the footage and editing help, as always, and special thanks to Quelaag as well for looking over this script, and thank you, as always, for watching.
That's godlike, chat. Yo. Yo. Okay. All right. Yo, that Dead Island 2 game finally came out, chat. Everybody's freaking out about it. Y'all know I don't play no damn scary games. I ain't playing that shit. But hey, let's play that one game that I played yesterday, Dead by Daylight. Darkest Dungeon 2. And then after that, I'm close it out, chat. Not been too long. Been like an hour. 2 hours. I appreciate you guys being here, hanging out with me, laughing with me, talking with me, telling me happy birthday. You guys are awesome. And yeah, let's play that DBD or Deep Darkest Dungeon 2 DD2. Let's play that DD2 and then let's get it on. Get it on with the rest of our Sunday. And we'll be back tomorrow talking with Lox about the Mario movie, and then we'll play more of this as well. Preparing the Epic Games launcher. Why does this take so long? Epic Games. Listen. Stop taking so long, dude. Yeah, this game finally came out. I think it's exclusive to the Epic Games Store. I watched Corey Kenshin's video of him playing it. Looked pretty fun. Looked pretty interesting. I think you guys have waited long enough. I'm trying my hardest to get more characters unlocked. I hate that they made, or I don't hate it, but dang, it sucks that they made different versions of the game like lock you out. Red Hook. Powered up audio, Fmod. Let's go. Brian, I want to play more of that One Piece game tonight too. Continue our journey. Let's go, chat. Let's go. Where are we at? We just fought a boss. We lost our highwayman. Man.
Experience, however painful, is the greatest teacher of all.
Make this have a higher chance to mark people. Her skills suck, man. How does do more damage?
Everywhere in ruin. Everywhere in need.
Everywhere in ruin. Everywhere in need.
Conventional fare, but fairly priced.
I didn't use the bandages. We got what, $39? Ooh, give more HP. Yes, sir. Think we're good. Think we're good, chat.
The next stop is leagues away. Plan accordingly. The plating is patched. The coach stands ready once more.
All right. Let's select her out. I think we're gonna go to the fog of war.
Abandoned waterways.
Wait, what?
Home now to far worse than rats.
That one doesn't say anything. Mastery points +3. Guess we'll go here. Let's go. Yep, let's do it. All right, chat. To the boss. Let's go. We're gonna die, chat. We're missing a homie. Don't got nobody to replace him. Man. The sluice.
Tread carefully and
2?
quickly. This
Damn, man.
is swine country.
This is swine country.
Mind your wheels. They have nothing left to give.
The Warren. There, they are weak. Let's get out of here while we still can. We can weather the storm. On your wheels. This is swine country. Takes 50% damage from the next hit. Stack up more blight. Oh, you resisted it. Seven on it. Let's go. Next time he goes, he dies. Wait, stress +2? Why he take up 2? Fat ass. We should run. Oh, bitch. How I miss? How he live death's door? Chat, I'm getting pissed. There we go. Damn, I wanted to stress heal. For 12 gold, bruh. Chat, this is crazy. What does this do? Again? Another fight? There's blood to spill. There are two of them. You go ahead and get that up out of here. Both of y'all do that bullshit. Let's set up.
Quiet the howling mind.
Oh, because they're both shrouded, I can't do it. Fine, fine, fine. Put the blight on the homie. Resist! Fuck!
Steady yourself.
Oh, shoot. Stop resisting blight. Damn. Oh my God.
Hold fast,
12.
for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord.
Lenity, grace, small acts that drive back the darkness.
Oh my God,
She
chat.
understood death.
The team is out, chat. It's over, chat. This team is done, chat. Y'all see this? Get him up out of here. We going down fighting, chat. Beat his ass.
And now, the greatest test of all.
The greatest test of all. Finally, you got blighted. It's over, chat.
The battlefield has claimed its due.
Yep, you right. The battlefield has claimed its due, chat. Ah, oh, damn, man. Oh, man. At least it's not as, like, stress is not as bad as it was in Darkest Dungeon 1. Like, stress in Darkest Dungeon 1 was literally, you're like, damn. Oh, Allah.
Comes for rich and poor alike.
Oh shit! Next run, we're gonna name them and stuff like that.
Deepen your understanding.
Damn, man.
Come.
Continue. And victory will come. Yeah, we're gonna change their names and stuff like that on this next one. And
Only we can oppose.
we'll go deep in and invest in the characters. Wait, what? Why did it take some of my light away? Altar of Hope. What is this? What? What is this? Recollection. Recollection. Oh, this is just items that I've used before. Okay.
Hearts and minds will carry
The Living
day.
City. Oh, wait, what? What does this do? Hey, Patrice, welcome into the stream. How does it? I'm playing Darkest Dungeon 2, one of my favorite games that was out on early access before. And now it has a lot of updates and content. Here you can unlock new heroes or use in future expeditions. You also permanently improve the abilities of heroes you've already unlocked. The Living City. How do I unlock her? Oh, that's how I unlock the heroes. Oh, the Vestal's back. The Bounty Hunter I hear is pretty good. I want to unlock these new heroes.
Vestal.
Damn, I'm missing one. Should take back the one from here. Can I do that? Man. So chat, what we're gonna do is we're gonna invest.
The more they have to hold on to, the harder they will fight.
And I didn't know that, because then I would have just unlocked the Jester instead of investing in the Highwayman or the Man at Arms. I'd unlock the Jester. I want more characters versus
Memory is the heart that warms the mind.
memory is the heart that warms the mind.
Study the winding roads and routes of our kingdom. Find any advantage.
Oh, we can see. Okay, yeah, chat.
Wisdom will help you choose a path.
We'll start a next run, and then we'll play a little bit, and then after that we're gonna bounce up out for the night, chat. It's Sunday and I gotta work tomorrow, so a little sad about that. You're at Jaws game with some spare time. Oh, nice. Thank you so much for coming through and chilling with us for a little bit. We're about to be up out in a little bit. I just came for a little short stream today to say hey on the birthday, you know what I'm saying? Have a good time. We watched a video earlier. We talked about plans of the stream, and we talked about playing this game more, so we're playing this game. Damn, my light is already down to 92%, bruh.
Commonalities between the mythos of ancient cultures was not a new area of study for either of us. But it was there that we first noticed the pattern.
The pattern. Let's go, let's go.
The crossroads. Wait by the lantern's light and welcome what help may come.
The Bastel. Huh. You would have been out, but you was watching the zoo. You was watching the zoo and you had to get ready to leave. What's the zoo? You were watching. You would have been on, but you were watching the zoo. What's the zoo? So, Hand of Light is an attack. Illumination ignores. This is that. This is Judgment is an attack. Divine Grace is a heal. So thank the Lord. Oh, whoops. Thank the Lord we have a heal. Is that mark? Does that mark the target? Doesn't seem like it's a mark. Wandered. What about here? It's a show on Nat Geo Wild. It's about animals at the zoo. What the hell? That sounds so silly. Okay, so we're gonna choose.
Pride.
We're gonna name him
In the horrors of 100 campaigns.
George. This is gonna be George, okay? We're gonna name Matthew.
Hunted, harried, a fugitive seeking to outpace the past.
We're gonna name here Tatiana. Is that how we spell Tatiana? Bust down, Tatiana, bust down. I want to see you bust down. And we're gonna have in.
Science stains the surgeon's hands.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do it like this. I think we can do it in ranks of back 2. And Plague Doctor, her name will be Brit. No 2 T's, just 1. There we go. No, her name will be Q. Yeah, we'll just do a letter for her name. Wait, what? Okay, cool. So we got our skills, yeah? What is this? Point blank shot? That one's eh. We got our good shit though. This is a good shits. I mean, I guess I could do Duelist Advance to point blank shot. You know, I like Wicked Slice better, and he'll just move himself back to the front, yeah? So we got Matthew, George, Q, and Tatiana. Let's go. Had to make sure everybody had 5 skills. Let's go. All right, chat. So, like you guys remember when it comes to Darkest Dungeon, our goal is we're journeying to a mountain in the back.
It was a beautiful place once. What a pity.
What a pity. We got some potions. Okay. Behind enemy lines. Can I see what quirks they got? Or do I have to wait?
You see,
Let's go, chat.
is not immune to the spreading stain.
We also tried out the Mr. Beast cookie today. Those things were nasty. Gluten-free cookies are disgusting. Oh, Oh, this removes stealth. That's really good. Grants plus 50% or to a hero in this rank to turn start on turn start. Does not stack with consideration. Okay. Condition blocked. The smite him. Duelist advance on homie. Hit him back with the repose. Look at this, chat. Let's go. We in there. Rampart. He's dead. Ooh, this team about to be nasty, chat. Let's go. Let's go.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Take aim. Dead. All right, chat. We got this, yo. We got this. Let's keep going.
Wealth is worthless without purpose.
George is putting in work.
Are you shaken? There is
That was
no
Q
right
really
way
that
to
did all that stuff though. She hit Matthew hit the smack, you know what I'm saying? Tatiana hit the judgment. We were in there, chat. Let's do this. So we're gonna hit the end. So our goal is to go up to this mountain. We can make it, chat. We can make it, okay?
Lower your guard. Soften your gaze. It is safe here.
It is safe here. So
Precious
mastery
relics
wise,
remind us of a time before the end. One
we're gonna
learns
do this.
quickly when survival demands it.
I think we're also gonna upgrade that. Or this for stress heal too. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Here. %, damage. Deals 4. It's ranged. Cannot gain. Yeah, I like the cannot gain. Get that up out of here. Yeah, let's increase the chance we can mark with this one. And then I think we just... Yeah, we're gonna mark the target and remove and cannot gain. I like that. Because bump those targets gaining all that bull trash. We got nothing to equip. We can buy some stuff. Do we want to save money? Nah, I want to get these just in cases. Those are always good to get. We got 2 of those already. And I think we're on the way, chat. I wish I could have got this wind chime. All right, let's get it going. Thick mud. We get candles of hope. Altar currency, or we get some hero skills with the shroud. That place is filled with stress.
The front lines of a war that was never fought.
Let's move on. Let's do it. Let's do it, chat. We died so quickly that I'm fine with playing through this entire one. Oh, let's go. Look at how hard that looks. It's like, yeah, this is the champions. This is what we're about to face moving forward. Let's do this. The Tangle. Let's go.
War. Rewards only.
Damn, they got a swinger. Okay. Desperate for you. We've encountered some people. Our swagger will rouse their spirits. We lose some. They're about it a bit. Oops, sorry, wrong button, chat. Combat items. I foresee no negative consequences. We assist. We get wheels and flame. How fortunate for them we have happened. Get stagecoach items or we get combat items. I think we should get a stagecoach item. Let's go, let's go. 6 inventory slots, take it, let's go. Can I put it on here though? Nope. I think I have to wait. Yeah, I have to wait.
Until it becomes an excuse for inaction.
Too quiet. The Forgotten Outposts. Ooh, look at these boys. We about to fight them now. All right. Avoid makes these two sad. Avoid makes these two sad. No matter what, the whole party's just divided. Pathetic approach will, pathogenic approach will assure our victory. So we'll debuff them and blight them. Here it's we can smite them. Nah, we're picking this one. Pretty much period. Yeah, we're fighting. I'm sorry, y'all get upset, whatever, y'all be all right. We gotta fight people, guys. We gotta get that money. Drummer. What is this? Enemies are forced to attack this target if able. Oh God. Mark up. Let's defend up. Where can they reach? You got to send me a picture of how my cousin be out here on this field. Oh my God. Send it. Send it. Let's defend homie. We blocked. We're gonna judgment here. This drummer. We're gonna blind both of them boys. Ooh, good defender. All of them hitting mans. Debuffed him. Everybody has to hit him. Miss on it. I'm ready. Smack. Get rid of one of his defenders. Let's rampart. Give us the repose. You sent it? Nice. Blight on homie. We're a judgment drummer again. We're trying to get rid of that drummer in the back, guys. He's annoying. Getting us to spread around team damage instead of murder people, huh? Why y'all ain't attacking him? Come on, bro. He got repose. Hit him. There we go. You're already marked. Okay, let's just take aim. Buff the whole team.
Emboldened.
Forced invalid. Wait, why? Get one of those defenders up out of there. Oh, that ignores his repose because he blocks it for him. Damn, I shouldn't do that then. I shouldn't do that. And I see it's me. It was me. It was me. At death's door, let's go. Get that shit up out of here. Heal up.
Cannot be walked alone.
Death. Ooh, jiggied on him. Let's go. Smacked him. Rampart. Let's hit him. Take aim. Smack at death's door. I think anytime they have this yellow line beneath them, they have the ability to go to death's door. At worst, we would have put blight on him.
Variable. Easily resolved.
We're gonna take the shot here, chat. Bow. Why can't I heal?
There is beauty in our imperfections.
Empower certain skills. How do we get this? I think it's through this. I think I have to use it on myself. Heal up.
Comes rarely in these times. Savor it.
Let's see if what I say is true. Hold on 1 second. Take aim. No. What is this? It's here. Condition blocked.
All heroes are human.
I'm confused. And she says she has to be in the back 2 ranks. She's there. Requires target. HP less than 25%. Maybe, I mean, no one has HP less than 25%, I guess, huh? All right, let's rock with that. Let's say that's what's going down. We did it. Let's keep it moving. Take everything and let's roll up. What are these? -1 wheel. I wonder what, like, I don't understand the, oh my wheel broke. And it's about to take me -1 wheel here. Oh, that's where the wheel broke.
The Wainwright awaits, eager to ply his trade.
Eager to ply his trade. What do we find? What happened? Oh, enemies. Let's go. Oh, this guy has to die. She resisted blight. Okay. Judgment here. Boom. Gone.
A promising development.
Now you stun Q. Come on now. Get him. Done. We're gonna smack up. Let's go. Repose. Smacked up. Target is marked up. Get him up out of here. Let's go.
One less obstacle in our path.
One less obstacle in our path.
Unexpected find.
Let's go. Get it. And the scenery of this game is pretty dynamic with us going along these tracks. Heal up time. Let's go. The field hospital. Six will be 21. I think that's plenty good. What they got at the pharmacy? Plus 20% healing received from skills. Remove this for 16 gold? Absolutely.
Need not be defined by our shortcomings.
And remove that.
Worst habits can be overcome.
All right. So we've gotten rid of some of the negative traits. And we in there. Let's keep it moving. All right, chat. No matter what, we don't get a watchtower. Let's go towards this academic study. High risk and reward. I want to go towards this academic study.
Emptied of mind and spirit by some existential
Order.
shock, the poor devils roam aimlessly amidst the trees.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's take aim. They resist blight highly, I think. So let's dagger them boys up. Then that puts bleed. Same thing. Bow. Beat his ass back there. You see him? Getting smacked up in the back. Bow. Death blow. Dodge on him. Okay. Word. Repose is good. Let's go. Rampart. In there.
A petty hindrance.
Flawless victory, chat. Nobody got touched. Nothing. Oh, we got stuff. Ooh. Nice trinket. I don't think I can equip it to anybody right now. What we got? The Hoarder. Buy cool items. We got $52. Plus 60 cents bleed resistance. Some resistance. Healing given. Plus stress resistance. Those are all the things you got. Location and route scouting is the crow's nest. It's a coach item. Positive relationship chance. Traveling heal. Chance to produce woven items. If food in inventory is greater than or equal to 10 plus 10% resolute chance, increase the stacking of food by 4 per stack. I don't think I really care about any of these. Maybe this trinket will come in handy. Yep, that's about it. All right, let us continue. Keep pressing escape like I can leave. The loathing whispers. Let's go towards the academy study. I wonder what the layer is. Is that just a fight? Possibly. Jesus, keep low. Loss of defense, yeah? So I guess the next time you run across these traps when you don't have these certain things, you take HP instead. I think right now it's just blocking your HP. The academic study. No time for fiction or fantasy. I think it's time we stuffed our pockets, eh? Why do both of these guys not like that idea? That's what I came this way for. I'm not leaving. What do we do? What do we get?
Your collection can wait. Press onward.
What that mean?
See the debris ahead? That is where they'll make their move.
What? I don't know what happened. It's the people, guys. It's people. Hail enemies. All right. Blind the boys in the back with the guns. Daze. Take an aim. You mark my boy. Start getting him up out of here. Oh, that was a combo. Got bleed on my boy. Smack. Ooh, the shotgun. Dodged on him. Okay. Oh!
For who knows what lurks in the beyond.
Oh! Okay, okay, okay. Wasn't so bad. Wasn't so bad. Murder. Let's repose. Nobody get healed off of this. Let's blight homeboy up. Rampart homeboy. Yes, sir. 2 of them down. Okay. All right. We're still in there. We're still in there. Take aim. Blight homeboy in the front up. Let's go. Let's go. Resist. Repose. Smack. Ooh wee. Let's go. Hit homeboy in the back with the judgment. Okay. Okay. We'll take that. Stop getting stressed, homie. Take homeboy out. Yes, sir. Up out of here. Wow. Shoot him. Let's clear one of these. Why they got 10 HP? 9 and 11. I'm glad I chose the middle one then. God dang. Blind the boys up. And he's stunned. Let's go. Hit him. We did it. Get him up out of here. Yeah, let's keep it moving. Let's go forward.
Scavenge what you can and be off once more.
Scavenge what you can and be off once more. All right, cool. We got a battle. Decook something. What are you cooking over there, D? Chipotle chuck roast of some sort, she says. Oh, that sounds like it's about to be spicy, D. I'm gonna hit you. Drummer. All right, all right, all right. Let's go, let's go. What you doing? What you doing? You too close. Making my camera freak out. You can come look though, but don't stand that close. Okay, blight this man up. Let's go. Oh, he got some good blight resistance too. All these things got good. What are you? Oh, get smacked. Let's go. Let's go. What? Marching orders. Resist to being moved. Okay, that's fine. I'm cool with it. Shoot his ass. Ooh, smoothing on him. Look at that. Why you hitting him? I should have reposed first, man. We can only hit this guy. That's fine. Cause I'm about to come forward with the penance. Enables the use of several powerful skills. Hey, can I stun him? Get him up. Stop him from doing this, man. I should have been beating his ass. Maybe I should start now. Let's go, chat. Let's start beating his ass because it's time, okay? Let's blind them both. Got his ass. Look at that. Got his ass. Repose. Nearly death's doored that ass. Look at that. And marked his ass. Let's go. Let's take aim. I'm scared she can't heal, bro. I'm like actually terrified that her heal won't be there. And that's pissing me off, man. I really need her to be able to heal. That's the one going next. And then the bishop. Guess I should death's door you. Got him. Okay. We're still in that chat. This ain't even the boss, chat. Look how low my HP on my dudes are. They're marked. Stun him. I want to shoot him though. Serve once more. What? Hey, get their ass. He's marked. And beat his ass. Let's go. Heal up. Why can't I do this fucking skill? You stop doing that bullshit, alright?
A petty hindrance.
Slashed up on him. Put you on death's door. Let's go. I gotta heal my boy. Get up out of here. You'll never see the light of day again reviving your homeboy. That's crazy, chat. This isn't even the boss. Let's take aim. Does death blow him up?
The work continues.
I don't get it, chat. I genuinely don't get it. Smack him up, death's door. Death blow. Let's go. We did it.
We are the flame, burning brightly for all the world to see.
For all the world to see. See. English is hard, chat. Don't even try me, okay?
The loathing whispers.
The loathing whispers. Here's the boss, guys. Oblivion's Rampart. We gotta kill this thing back here. Or see this? Why are they attacking first? Jesus. Take aim. We're gonna shoot homie back there in the back. Why you got an armor on? Actually, let's do this. Ooh, got them both. Let's go. Kerpow. Stunned up. Let's heal up, homie. We're gonna make sure that Matt stays around. Matthew, we need you. Jeez. We can get this stuff off of them. Resist bleed. Good, good. Feel like we can get this off of him. But I don't think we care about it right now. The thing is, we need to kill. Yes!
A promising development.
A promising development. 50% chance to dodge next attack. Let's start blocking for homie. Missed up. Okay. Word up. Word up. Mark target. Let's heal him up again. We gotta make sure my boy lives, bro.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
Oh, who knows what lurks in the beyond. Heal up. Let's go with the combo. These guys, we beating up with repose, but we about to kill this baby. Hold on, get this, get off. Let's go. That baby crying, saying, eh! Y'all heard that? Think we can go ahead and get this off of him. Lock. Okay, I need to get stress off of him now. Bolster. Let's get the stress off of these guys. Can I finally hear you? Finally, Jesus. But you have to be low in order for her to heal you now. They did that shit on purpose, man. Tracking shot on you. Give me that heal. Let's blight you up too. Repose. Let's go. Let's go. We trading good, chat. I think we want to kill baby though. I don't like that baby, but these are pretty low. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and try to get rid of these guys. Okay, blind me a little bit, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. Just bleed, man. Death's Door on you. Good. Death Blow. Real. Ooh, Death's Door. We gotta keep the stress down. Oh, shoot. On cooldown. On Death's Door for you. Damn, man. He's on Death's Door. I want to heal him. I have to heal him off Death's Door.
Need not be a lonely one.
Oh shit, my boy's on Death's Door. Matthew, no. Let's go. Let's go, Matthew. Let's go, Matthew. You hanging in there. Matthew, let's go. Let's just get you up out of here. So we don't have to worry about it, you know what I'm saying? Six. I think these disappear in a certain amount of turns. I'd rather try to stun you. Oh dang. Heal him up. Doesn't remove corpse. I don't think I have anything that removes corpse. So let's just this is 4 to 7, 3 to 6, but gives me defense. Yeah, let's do that. Hold the line. Let's move forward. Stop trying to make her face confessions that she ain't even worried about. Yeah, let's mark you up. Get rid of that bull.
That another may finish the work.
So that another may finish the work. Let's pow. Was it you that was bleeding people or the other people? I should have been using that last skill on people. Let's stress heal a little bit, guys. We need it. Yeah. We need it. We need it, chat. We need it. Let's shock that boy with the judgment. Did we just murder him? Next comes him. I want to stress heal one more time. I want to stress heal one more time, chat. I want to stress heal. Come on, man. 50% chance to dodge. It didn't work.
Collaboration confers advantage.
Oh, I can't. Fuck it. He did. Fuck it. We did it. We did it, chat. Dark Pulse. Wolf Head. All right. We've done it.
The loathing abates.
The loathing abates. Hero goal complete.
Respite within reach.
We made it to the end, guys. Okay.
Lower your guard.
Q gained a quirk.
Open your gaze. It is safe.
Negative bleed resistance. Gained a positive quirk. Knows where to find the resources in the sluice. All right. Matthew gained cosmic fearing. Okay. Some ceremonial drum, an in item. Okay.
Listen. Practice. Improve.
Let's gain more slots. Academic caches, location, and scouting. Store, all that stuff costs way too much, I think.
Every league, a lesson.
Yeah, the stuff down here. Oh wait, there's 15. Resist piercing. Plus resist plus 25 blight resist piercing if negative 15 stun resistance. Interesting. This is the hail drop, the one that I think I have that actually. No, I don't. I had it last run. Each hero on combat start. 33% gain on a miss if first turn in order. Oh. Random ally on turn start. Add positive token 33% if flame is less than 75%. Negative 10% resistance. I think these are like, oh, armor. Oh. Flammable. I don't understand these. I'll have to look these up. Mastery wise, this needs to heal more. Yeah, like god damn that shit, boy. That shit is stress. And this needs to deal more damage. That shit's stress too. Or let's make sure. I think doing this and giving speed up on take aim is better. I like take aim. All right. For Gooch.
Consider your position.
How do I
Accordingly.
place items on my people? Is the question. How do I place items on my people? I don't know.
Can, or wealth no longer has meaning.
Or wealth no longer has
Indeed,
me.
it ever did.
Yo. I don't know how to place items on my people. So I think next we'll go to the haze.
Another nameless city. Another inferno of mutilation and madness.
Listen, Matthew's looking real bleak. So is George, man. Less than half life. We out here trying. Chat, thank you guys so much for coming through for the little bit of time that I was streaming today. It's just a real quick stream. I wanted to hang out with you guys. I'm about to go do some stuff for my birthday. Hey, thank you guys so much for the wishes. Everybody that came through that said happy birthday. You guys are awesome. For listening to me jammer a bit. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow talking with Locks again. Like I said, for the Mario movie, we'll be doing an actual review of the Mario movie with me and my boy Locks, an actual show. And yeah, have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Thank you for this birthday trip. You guys are wonderful. I will see you guys tomorrow on stream around 6. I think around 5 to 6. I think it needs to be earlier for my boy Locks. Around 5 to 6 on stream live. So come on through, hang out with us, talk with us. You guys are great. Thank you guys so much for coming through. I'll have a great show for you tomorrow. Have a wonderful night, guys. Yo, I'm playing.